So I finally got some time in the workshop here and I found this old table that I was working on. This is actually something from 2023, early 2023, so this is 3.5 years old. I started this table project and then it was sitting in the corner of my shop, kind of buried, put aside, haven't had time for it. I finally got around to having time to work on this, and the problem that I had at the time is the tabletop is the size that I want it, and then I built this, and this is legs, and I was going to do something like this. The thing is, this is 9 inches and this is about an inch thick, so it's a 10-inch tabletop, and you're thinking for a coffee table that is way too short. Well, actually what I want for this is it is going to be a coffee table in my office in front of a couch, but I want it to be a low East Asian style dining table so that I can eat at it while sitting on the floor. Those tables are typically more about 12 inches tall, so I'm about 2 inches short from where I need to be. So I've actually been, I think when I set this aside, I was thinking through how am I going to manage adding a few extra inches to this, and then the project ended up sitting aside. I got distracted by other things, and so I've actually been thinking through this, and I've come up with many different designs that I've tested out, trying to decide what I want to do with this. And actually I still want to keep it quite simple, so I think what I'm going to do is I have this offcut of wormy maple. The wood for the table itself is cherry. My desk is wormy maple, and there's some bookshelves made of wormy maple, so I do want to do an accent with this wormy maple here. And I think what I'll do is I'll just do a piece like this, or I'll cut it down to about 2 inches, so this is a square piece, and then I'm going to cut this a little shorter and fasten that on there, something like this. So there'll be two tones. You won't see that a bunch if it's down low on the floor. I'm going to make this about an inch offset, and then maybe an inch and a half for this, so I'm 2.5 inches for the leg to start. And then also right here I'm going to be able to fasten this to the tabletop, likely with a screw. So I won't be gluing that in place. I want the tabletop, since it's solid wood, to still be able to do some movement. So I'll be able to fasten this down with a screw into the tabletop, and also this tabletop actually has remained extremely flat for being sitting down here for 3.5 years. But having this additional piece underneath should also help keep the top nice and flat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mill this piece here. And I can also show some footage of me setting up all this right here and how we got here 3.5 years ago. So I'll mill this piece up here, and then we'll figure out how we're going to fasten it all together. Okay, so I have the top on top of these two pieces. It's looking pretty simple the way I want it to. It looks like it's all fitting together. So now I'm just going to probably use a router to clean up some of the edges on these different pieces. And then I'm going to drill some holes to keep them all together and account for possible wood movement. And then I'm probably going to spray this with a clear water-based lacquer. So looking good so far. Let's see the top as well. You can see from the bottom angle, from the top. So it has a nice simple look. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So let's get on to the next steps. Okay, quick update on where I'm at. I did quite a bit of drilling on these. So this piece, it's going to go right on the tabletop. I drilled a hole down the center that's a little wider than these screws. These carpentry screws that I'm going to use goes through. I drilled one on these sides as well, and these are much larger holes, so there's a lot of space for it to move. And then on the back side, I use Forstner bits to countersink. And so the center one doesn't need to move because This piece of wood here is going to move lengthwise from the center, so I have this center one here that I'm going to screw in. This one's already screwed. I screw it down the center here. This doesn't need much movement. I did give it a little leeway in case I needed to adjust it slightly, but essentially that doesn't have a lot of movement from the center, but the outside's here. And then I took my bit here and put it through the hole and just marked center after I had centered everything up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drill a pilot hole, and then I can put in screws here with washers on the inside here, and that gives it the ability to move. This piece here could probably at most move up to 1/4 inch, probably not going to move that much, but these holes give me the ability to do that, so I don't actually want to glue this piece of walnut onto this, this cherry onto the maple because of the grain. So that should help hold it together. I'm going to finish that up, and then we can get to putting these pieces onto the tabletop. Quick peek inside my temporary spray room that I just set up. And here is my temporary drying rack in the shop. I got all the leg pieces currently drying on the first coat, and I'm going to continue to coat those and then do the top as a separate spray session. So the lacquer is completely cured. I think I've had this drying and curing for 7, 8, 9 days, something like that. And also I just gave it a little rub down with this white Scotch-Brite pad. So everything is ready for assembly. I figured I'd give you a few measurements here just in case anyone is curious. So the actual tabletop is 21 inches by 39 inches. And looks like about 4 3/8 inches for the center on these, and 1 7/8 inches, and that allowed me to center up these, and that's for the threaded inserts for those. These here, 19 inches, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and then these pieces here are 15 7/8 by 9 1/4, and then the holes in the top here, the holes here to secure to the threaded inserts are about 3/4 in, a little more, and about so obviously halfway between here. So let's see, it's a little more than 3/4, and then on the tops here, obviously I got one dead center at 9 1/2, and then I have them at about 3 1/2 on each side here from the side, and then on the back side, what I did is I countersunk these here, all of these, so for the wood movement, which we already discussed. So now I'm just going to put it together. I have these hex head bolts here. These are 1/4 2 1/4 inches, and then I'm just using some carpentry screws here to attach these pieces on top of here. The center one is without a washer, and then the two side ones are with a washer here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this assembled, and then I'll bring it up into my office and see how it looks. So as you can see, I fit right underneath this table here. I've got a little room above my knees, so it is the height of a floor sitting table, but also doubles as a coffee table in front of this couch in my office. So it's actually the perfect size that I needed. Likely this will just have a few books on top of it that I'm reading. Then occasionally I'll use it for eating while sitting on the ground, or my children might also enjoy eating on this table. It turned out really well. I'm not amazing at spraying, but I did decide to do water-based lacquer for this, and it turned out really nice. I'm glad I went through the effort to do that. And it just gives a little better protective coating than some sort of rub-on coating like a wax or a poly, and it looks really nice and natural. Also, I've got the natural light through the window over here, which is going to cause this cherry to darken quite a bit, so this will look a lot nicer in the coming months. I did leave this knot hole here, which I filled with some darker epoxy to give it a more rustic look. And then obviously on the sides here, on each side, I have a strip of the sapwood that runs, that actually adds a little character as well. So I will do a little more close-ups of a few angles on this table too, so you can get a better look. And you can also see this is the ambrosia maple, which actually matches some other pieces that I have in the room here. Like these shelves up here are actually that ambrosia maple, as you can see. And also the desk is ambrosia maple as well. So there's a little bit of an accent there. So that is a good quick look at the table. It turned out really nice. Thanks for tuning in. Leave some comments in the comments section. Thanks.